This is more like an endurance expedition where it really tests man and machine both. For machine, the tires were important. We had lots of bad roads and good roads, a mix of both. So on the bad roads, these perform very well. On the good roads, highway terrain tires are a good blessing to have. So it was a good mix.
Adventure 1, 10. Bangkok, here we come.
3 nations, 3,300 kilometers in 10 days.
It is one of the best trips that we have been on with Mahindra Adventures. Very amazing to go through from the northeastern part of India, especially Nagaland, Manipur.
Out of the 10-day drive, the initial 2 days were in the Indian territory, leading via Kohima, driving through few rough roads on the mountainous terrain and narrow roads, taking this opportunity to visit the Second World War Cemetery.
ये पार सिमेट्री उन महान सैनिकों और जवानों की याददाश्त में बनाया गया है। 900 मरे हैं इसमें, उनका ऊपर एक बाल है उसमें नाम।
Driving via Impal on some well-maintained roads and passing through border security checkposts, driving on scenic windings and crossing over few metal bridges. And then hitting the Indo-Myanmar Friendship Road bordering Manipur, the entry into Myanmar in the second half, and welcomed in the traditional Myanmari style. The drive was never easy as we had to switch on to right-hand side drive for over the 90 kilometers to reach Calais for a colorful next day begins. It was time to move on after the traditional flag off, driving on a twin-purpose rough road bridge used for both railways and regular traffic, having a pleasant drive adjacent to the fields, and on the just-laid roads leading to few bridges over the river, the mild windings and hopping mountains. With further ahead, we had to travel through some thick vegetation of teak plantation, cutting across small villages on the hillock, passing through dry river, leading down towards Bacon. The day began by watching the sunrise and visiting few manufacturing and handicraft facilities and visiting the famous Shwisandor Pagoda, heading on the highway to Mandalay by evening for a day stopover for local sightseeing.
Taken up the lead, yes. A lot of responsibilities, and every day is a new day, and hopefully hope for the best for that day and start afresh next.
The rest day began with a visit to the beautiful Amprapura Monastery Pagoda, there onto the Ananda Temple and Minigan Bell.
Fantastic experience. One is we got to drive the XUV 500. For the terrain what we were driving on, in fact the tires took a lot of beating. The roads were really pathetic at some parts. We wondered whether our tires are going to be able to take that kind of punishment, but I think it stood out very well. The grip what they had on the roads was amazing.
The convoy headed straight to have the glimpse of the world's longest wooden bridge, and then were escorted by the local police through the city, making it signal-free up to the highway. It was an over 700 kilometers highway drive. The drive was unforgettable, as we had an opportunity to have some local dishes as snacks.
As far as the terrain is concerned, as far as the tire performance, the vehicle performance is concerned, it's fantastic. The whole gamut we have covered. So I would say as till date, what I see that there are not a single tire issue with any of the vehicles that we are. I think we are around 20 odd vehicles in the convoy, and not a single vehicle has a problem with a tire problem.
CEAT has performed, I must say. Hats off.
The well-planned new capital city just shifted from Yangon, exiting on the railway crossing onto the superhighway towards Mawlamyr, coming across few tamed elephants on their way back home.
And I think the CEAT tires performed very well, excellently in fact, very comfortable, the grip was good.
They're on headed towards Bangkok, through some beautiful bridges and traffic passing through Sukhothai.
This was the first experience in my life, to go with police going and no problem in any traffic signals, or we didn't have to halt anywhere, nothing. We were not stopped anywhere. We felt very secure, safe on the entire trip.
I've actually driven Mahindra Scorpio with different set of tires, but this is the first time I'm driving Mahindra Scorpio with CEAT SG tires. Especially the tires have been responding very nice, especially on the corners. We have been driving the vehicle on multi-terrain. We started off with concrete roads, then went into the gravel where there was hardly any roads. Then we again came into some of the finest roads we have actually driven, which is in Myanmar and Thailand. Overall, the tires have responded very nicely, especially in the corners, the turnings, the braking. It's been a terrific tire, and it's been a great combination for Mahindra.
Don't forget to subscribe AutoTrack on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter and Instagram.